Hey guys, so here CCxRC, and we're in the studio. We got a new space and layout for you guys, and we've got a whole lot of new boxes to unbox for you guys. Really excited about this. We got this great new space to work in, and got a lot of stuff coming already. So first we're going to look at, and we're not going to actually open this tonight, but it's from CCxRC, and this is an axle brace for the ground pounder. So excited about this, excited about the products these guys are coming up with over at CCxRC for the solid axle monster trucks, especially their chassis, and hopefully I'll have one for you guys here soon. As you've seen by the title of the video, you know what we're looking at, and it's going to be in this big box because I'm going to choose the big box like it's Christmas and I don't have the parent around saying start with the small boxes. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this one opened up tonight, and we'll take a look at it and let you guys know what's in the box and what it all looks like. And then later on we'll open this one for you. So this will be a little teaser for you guys that'll be coming here soon. Alright, so as some of you guys know, one of the things I've been doing recently is we've been showing the box and the packaging, what it comes like. This is from GearBest, comes all the way from China. You can see they've taped it up like crazy. The box and the packaging is actually pretty intact. This one is sent via DHL, and it's one of the choices you can make. And a lot of times I'll pay the extra for the shipping from them to get it faster, because it also helps with customs and things like that. Again, this one's coming from GearBest to do a review on for you guys, and I can't wait to show you what it is. Again, you guys have foreknowledge from me having to give this a nice title that's click-worthy and YouTube friendly and all of that good stuff. So you know, we have to give a lot of information, and we can't do like a spoiler or a kind of a reveal, because that doesn't allow us to keyword what you guys are looking for. So here it is. It's the DHK Maximus. It is packed in here with some extra poppy packing material. And so we'll get this out. I just spent a bunch of time cleaning out all the boxes up here, and now it looks like I'm gonna have some more. So this is the DHK Maximus, and it is a 1/8 scale brushless 4x4 truck. Alright, so like many of these trucks, it's got the 120 amp Hobbywing ESC in it for the brushless. It's going to have the Metal Gear high torque servo. They say it's 9 kilograms of power, and then a 2.4 gigahertz radio. And I really do like their radios. They're not really beautiful to look at, but they really do work well. And here's the truck. It's supposed to be bigger and badder than the DHK Zombie, which is right up there on the shelf in the new space. So let's go ahead and let's open this up and take a look. See if we can do this the right way. Is it this way? I can't tell. Nope, we did it the wrong way. We were upside down. Alright. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff out of here for you guys. Another box gone. Another couple wheels in a box. Another box gone. And then we're going to get to our controller and probably our charger. Nope, just the controller in here. So, here's the charger. Already fell out of the box. So, let's get this all laid out and we'll take a look at what we got completely here. Let's go around the table and let's look at what we got. So, first things first, we're going to have our instruction manual and a couple of tools in here, as well as the wheel lugs to put them on. See, they're beefy, got a big old beefy wrench. And then we're going to have a couple of instruction manuals, one for your controller, the other for your car, and a third one that shows you how the ESC works for programming and things like that. A quick look through the manual shows that it's pretty standard as far as part support and showing you how to assemble it. It's pretty low on the amount of instructions for driving. A lot of them will have a lot more on the front end here, but it's just much more like written high school paper than a lot of the instruction manuals that keep it, you know, in rows and things like that to make it seem like less reading. Anyway, but it works. Little antenna guide here, protector. Alright, so unbox these. These are your charger, and this is something that I have way too many of. and you're better off if you get a faster charger than these, but they do work. This is a 2S, 3S LiPo balanced lead charger, and it's going to take several hours to charge this, the battery using this, and you're going to have two batteries, so it's going to take even longer with this car. Here's a quick look at the transmitter that comes with. It's got a rubberized grippy wheel on here. I don't know what the flat spot on the bottom is for, but it actually, your finger rests kind of nicely under it. On-off switch here, you've got reverses for your steering and your throttle if for whatever reason they're backwards for you. You got your steering trim to be able to adjust if it's not driving straight and true, as well as the throttle trim to set what the 0 point is. And then you've got steering dual rate and then throttle dual rates. And so this will allow you to adjust the amount of speed that it has. If you have somebody new, you might want to turn that down. And then the steering, the amount of throw that you'll have with your steering. I like them both all the way up. So for what I do, that's what I like. It's going to take how many batteries, guys? Just 4, which is excellent. And yeah, nothing to write home about, but these all work good from DHK, so hats off to them for that. Grippy rubber, these treads are just really massive on here, so feels like it should bite really well. There's foam in there, but they are just plastic, but so are the ones on my X-Max down below. So these should do all right. While we have it off, you can see how beefy these axles are and these hubs in here that you've got for your wheels. Very beefy. So these look like it's running a CVD style. I can't tell. It's kind of buried in there in the plastic. Looks like a CVD. Yeah, let's take the lid off and look even closer inside of this thing. But the body looks all right. There you go. Get a quick look at it. It feels nice, and it's actually quite flexible, and so maybe it won't crack too much. It's not too rigid, but that flexibility could do it good with the bashing that this is going to get. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. They've laid this thing out really, really well. The balancing on it feels really good. Just weight front to rear because of the batteries stacked in the back versus your motor ESC and your servo all up here in the front. Here comes Indy to check it all out. Say hi, Indy. But yeah, so it's running 4S using 2 batteries, which is great for, you know, keeping your weight displaced well. I'd be curious if this could handle 6S. I doubt it, but it might be something that I'll try just to see. You can see here why you have that little rubber guide for your antenna, because it's sticking out of our receiver box here on the top of this chassis brace. So again, it seems really well laid out. And so this is an 8 scale, and these are running the 17 millimeter hexes on them. Looking at the shocks here in the front, you'll see that they're metal bodied. They're adjustable, and they've got a metal cap on them as well. Up to what is an aluminum shock tower brace here that goes down into the chassis here and the diffs. And then again, everything along the bottom here is running a really gold panned like aluminum chassis with a nice ridged frame around the side. And so it's just really well put together. So looking up here at the motor that they've put in here, this is running a heatsink and a fan on top of a 2030 kV brushless motor. As you can see in here, it's running a metal spur and pinion gear. This is going to be your center differential here, and then it's got bracing all around it here for chassis brace kind of stiffener. Drives back here to your rear diff, and it's running metal drive shafts, 2 outputs off of your center diff here, pretty much equal length almost. You've got your front diff up here, encased in all of the front end. There's a lot packed in here with like your sway control bars, your CVD arms coming in here, your upper and lower arms on the front here. On the top here, we've got our receiver canister. Just got 2 clips in here to take a look at it real quick. Everything's packed in here nice and tight. So it looks like a 4-channel receiver that comes with it. So if we flip it around here to the other side, we'll see our 120 amp Hobbywing ESC, and it feels like it's going to pop out like the other DHKs have done for me. So that's the one thing that seems like all of these have a problem for me, is the way that the chassis meets this kind of outer guard is kind of lipped, and so the dual-sided tape just does not take and hold this in place. So hopefully it doesn't get all messed up here into our servo. Here's our servo saver right up here on the front, you can see. And yeah, so 9 kg of torque, metal geared, and looks really good. Really solidly built. Everything about these DHK cars is very solidly built, right up to the metal bracing that they have here that goes across to more metal posts. So these are going to be adjustable, camber and toe in on these things, as well as in the rear. You've got adjustability up here on the top. Your shocks, you've got multiple mounting points here for changing around your shocks, as well as on the bottom to adjust the ride height of your car. And that goes for the same here in the front with all of the mounting possibilities. So the bumper looks really stiff, actually. This plastic brace is really stiff. The bumper itself is kind of flimsy, but that's all right. And the front and rear bumpers look the exact same. So you'd have trouble telling the front from the rear if it wasn't for the steering. So overall, it looks like a really great car. They say it does 80 kilometers an hour, so it's pretty quick. They usually pad those numbers a little bit in their favor, so we'll see if it hits around that. But yeah, overall, it looks like a pretty decent truck. We'll get the wheels on here and we'll just take a final look at it. Alright guys, so that's a quick look at the DHK Maximus. As you can see here next to the DHK Zombie, what we've got, this is going to be just a little bit longer as far as the wheelbase goes on it, because this is an 8th scale, they're saying, versus a 10th scale, but it's very, very minimal, as you can see, as far as the size difference, but it is bigger. Components are just laid out different. Everything in here is just set up a little bit bigger, so we won't go into what's different too much on them, because a lot of the shocks and things like that are built the same. The arms and things like that, they just extended this one and made it a little bit bigger. So other than that, the wheel sizes are actually pretty comparable as well. So you get a little bit longer platform, and then I don't know about wider, for a little bit wider too, wider stance. Yeah, so you're gonna have a little bit longer and wider stance with the Maximus. So that's just a quick look at the two of them side by side. I'm really excited to get this out on the trails and get a bash on it for you guys, and just see how it holds up. The DHK has been tough as nails. Again, I did end up breaking up one of the output drives from the front differential on mine, so I've got a new one on order from AliExpress, and hopefully it'll be here soon. So I ordered it about a week and a half ago, so I'd like to get this back up and running. But that's the quick look at this. Thanks to GearBest for sending this out for us to do a review for you guys and let you know how it runs. You can watch for any specials that they may be running on this to get a discounted price, because this does run more than the Zombie because of the bigger size, is what I'm guessing. And the ability to run the 4S that comes with the car. So there's a little bit more cost involved with this. And so we'll see if it's worth the extra money in the next couple of days and weeks ahead. So I'm really excited about it because, again, like I said, the DHKs that I've got with the Zombie and then the Optimus, which is the buggy, have been really fun to run. The Zombie being tougher, I think, because of the shock towers, or the body posts that stick up above the shock towers that actually move and bend and are the first point of impact with the body, instead of it landing straight on those shock towers that are aluminum and they bend. So I find that these monster trucks tend to do a little bit better than the Optimus, especially in the bashing world, where I like to have these where crashes are going to be quite frequent. So Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the video and the new space that we've got. And as always, guys, have fun RCing, and we'll catch you next time.